Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion 2021 has just concluded, and we have a new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and the winner of the match was Shingo Takagi. What a freaking amazing main event. It was Takagi against Kazuchika Okada for the vacant IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And man, oh man, what a freaking match. That last 5 minutes of this match was just absolutely outstanding. I was wrong. I thought they were going to put the belt back on Okada. I thought Okada was going to hold that belt and bring some stability to the belt because I know, as you know, they were playing hot potato with it. Kodabushi had to drop the title because he was injured. Will Ospreay won the title. He had to relinquish the title because he got injured. I thought they were going to wanted to bring some stability back to the title by putting it back on Okada, let him hold it for a couple months. But I was wrong. I was wrong, and I was surprised. I was shocked. I was just shocked. Shingo Takagi is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. The last 5 minutes of this match, I was standing. It was going back and forth. What tremendous, tremendous, tremendous action in this match. You know, they started off a little slow. They started off with the feeling out process to start the match. They had a nice exchange of moves in the beginning. Crowd was appreciating it, but things just picked up, and they were just hitting big move after big move after big move on each other. Takagi hit some massive clothesline. There was one massive clothesline that he hit on Okada when he was in the corner. Okada hit some big moves as well. He put Takagi on the top turnbuckle and drop kicked him out of the ring. There was just so many things. This match was just incredible. Just incredible. And I love the ending because I love surprises, and this ending surprised me. Shingo Takagi is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. And after the match, he gave a little speech, and out came Kodabushi. So Kodabushi is going to be the first challenger for Shingo Takagi. And my gosh, that's going to be an absolutely tremendous match as well. And the thing is, are they going to keep the belt on Takagi? Is he going to hold the belt for a while? Are they going to bring a little stability? Are they going to stop playing hot potato? Or are they going to put the belt back on Ibushi because he did drop the title due to a foot injury, but he seems to have fully recovered from that foot injury. So do they put the belt back on Ibushi and let him hold the title for a while? I don't know. But right now, the champion, as I said, Shingo Takagi, and he absolutely deserves it. What a great talent. What a great talent, and what a terrific, terrific, terrific main event. My goodness. Shingo Takagi hit some, like I said, massive clotheslines on Okada, and I mean, I felt him through the screen. I mean, when it was just incredible. Just an incredible match. Absolutely. If you haven't seen the match, highly recommended. My goodness. My goodness. And again, like I said, I love surprises, and this ending shocked me. My mouth was wide open. I was saying, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe Shingo Takagi did it, but he did it. And I'm looking forward now to Shingo Takagi one-on-one against Kodabushi, Takagi defending his newly won IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Kodabushi. That's going to be fantastic as well. What a outstanding match is. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Okay, we had, speaking of Kodabushi had another tremendous match on the show against Jeff Cobb. And let me tell you, Jeff Cobb is the real deal. Jeff Cobb is a legitimate monster in professional wrestling, and this was just a another tremendous match. I mean, you could when they're with their feud, you could feel the electricity through my computer screen as I was watching a New Japan Pro Wrestling World. When they were staring down at each other in the beginning, you could just feel the electricity, the tension coming through the computer screen. I was getting, I was getting nervous, man. It was just a terrific match, and the match began. Cobb controlled early, Matt, he dominated early actually, and Bushi wasn't really doing anything in the beginning. It was the monster Jeff Cobb was just totally dominating Ibushi, and Ibushi was in some serious trouble. But Ibushi eventually came back. Cobb attempted a standing backflip, but Ibushi got his knees up, and Ibushi was able to get in some offensive moves, some strikes. Ibushi hit a really nice top rope backflip to the outside onto Cobb, which was a really nice move. And Ibushi hit also another great. Ibushi is just fantastic. Kodabushi is just fantastic. He had a top rope springboard Rana on Cobb for 2. Cobb hit a absolutely sick knee strike on Ibushi. I'm just running down some of the highlights of the match. Ibushi came back with a knee strike of his own with a no knee pad knee strike, which won him the match. Defeated Cobb, Ibushi over Cobb, but this was just a great match as well. I absolutely loved it. Ibushi showed that he can take a huge beating. I mean, if Jeff Cobb had a truck in the ring and ran over Ibushi like 4 or 5 times, I think Ibushi would still come back and would have won the match. He could just take an absolute beating. He's just a great talent, Kota Ibushi. And Jeff Cobb, like I said, is a beast. He absolutely proved it in this match. But Ibushi proved once again that he is one of the absolute best in the world. They both delivered huge in this match. It was a great end to a great feud. And now Kota Ibushi moves on to being the first challenger, as I mentioned earlier, for Shingo Takagi's IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. But this was just a tremendous. The last 2 matches were just absolutely fantastic. You can't get any better than this. New Japan Pro Wrestling just delivers time and time again, and the last 2 matches of this show was just absolutely fantastic. Wow. Then we had another title match. Was actually the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, where the champion El Desperado was challenged by one half of the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, Yo. And this match was good. This match was good. It never really kicked into the high gear that I was expecting it to kick into. It was a good match, but I was expecting it to really, especially down the stretch, I was really expecting it to really kick into super high gear, because I know Desperado is so talented, as is Yo. But they were playing the story of this match was Yo's injured knee, and Desperado worked on the knee for much of the match, and I guess immobilized Yo. But Yo was able to come back and some great offense as well. They went back and forth. Early on, Yo hits a nice drop kick that knocked El Desperado to the outside, but Desperado pulled Yo to the outside and runs him into barricades for a few times. And that's when he initially went for Yo's leg, because Yo had just come back from injury and leg injury, and Desperado grabbed the chair. Actually, first he went into the ring and pulled out a bucket. Little blue bucket. I don't know why, but he just waved it in the air and threw it to the side. Then he grabbed the chair, and then he went to town on Yo's leg, and he worked on Yo's leg, as I mentioned, for much of the match. But then Yo came back, and actually Yo went after Desperado's leg, and actually Yo had locked on a few submission holds as well, taking advantage of Desperado's hurt leg. So he was kind of returning the favor there, but he wasn't able to get Desperado to tap out. And in the end, we had it was decent action down the end, but like I said, didn't kick into the high gear. Yo hit a neck breaker on Desperado for 2, but at the end of the match, the end of the match, Desperado hit a double underhook facebuster, and he got the win. There you go. So El Desperado retains the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It was a good match. It was a good match, as I said. It wasn't. I don't think I wouldn't call it a great match, but it was a good match. Actually, Sho comes in after the match, as does Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo. El Phantasmo speaks to Sho, who's attending to Yo, who's laid out on the ground. El Phantasmo says him and Ishimori want a shot at the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. And Taiji Ishimori takes the microphone and says he wants a shot at El Desperado's IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So we have two matches here. They set up two matches. So down the road, we're going to see Ishimori against El Desperado, and Ishimori and El Phantasmo against Sho and Yo down the road as well. There were two other matches on the show here, and they were. The first match was Bullet Club. El Phantasmo, Evil, Taiji Ishimori, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi against Chaos with Hiroshi Tanahashi. So Chaos, YOSHI-HASHI, Tomohiro Ishii, Hirooki, Goto, and Sho. This was a good opener. The winners of the match were the Bullet Club, Evil, El Phantasmo, Taiji Ishimori, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi. So it's some really good action in this one, back and forth. But Bullet Club do win the match in this good opener. After the match, Bullet Club attacked Hirooki, Goto, Ishii, and Hashi with the openweight titles, and we have new challengers. I'm not sure who the challengers are going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be Evil, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi will be the challengers for YOSHI-HASHI, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hirooki Goto, who hold the never openweight 6-man titles. I'm just saying that because it appears Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori are going to have their hands full with Desperado and Sho and Yo. So I'm guessing it's going to be Evil, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi as the next challengers for YOSHI-HASHI, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hirooki Goto. But this was a really good opening match. Really enjoyed it. And the match number 2 set up another match as well down the road. It was Los Ingobernables de Japan, Tetsuya, Naito, SANADA, and BUSHI taking on Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., who are the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and their partner DOUKI. This was another good match as well, but the purpose of this match was to set up the tag team match down the road for the new challenges for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. So it was a decent match, lots of action, good back and forth action between both teams. But in the end, Zack Sabre Jr. went for his backbridge pin on SANADA, but SANADA was able to reverse it into a pin of his own and pins Zack Sabre Jr. And after the match, we find out that it's going to be Tetsuya, Naito, and SANADA as the first challengers, I should say, for the new tag team champions. They won the championship a few days ago, Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. So that match, this match set that match up for down the road as well. So this was a decent match as well, but the whole purpose of it was to set up new challengers for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. And so down the road, it's going to be Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. defending their belts against Tetsuya, Naito, and SANADA, and that should be a great match as well. So there you have it. That was New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion. It was in Osaka Joe Hall. Yep, there was a nice crowd there. I just wanted to make sure I said that right. So Osaka Joe Hall. So there was a nice crowd there. The crowd was really into it. A lot of clapping, a lot of appreciation for the action, and it was the last two matches were just fantastic, as I said, and it was a very good show, with the last two matches being fantastic, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommend it, especially those last two matches. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out. And once again, new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, Shingo Takagi. So congratulations to Shingo Takagi for winning the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and good luck against again in your match against Kodabushi, which is I'm sure coming up in a few weeks on the next big show, on the next big card of New Japan Pro Wrestling, professional wrestling. All right, on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast, and until next time, thank you very much. Take care, bye-bye, and stay safe, everyone. So long, bye-bye.